हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू इंग्लिश का ज्ञान चिंतन के साथ. टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अ न्यू टॉपिक ऑफ IELTS Task 2. Okay, so let's start the discussing the same. But before we do that, I would like to show you the playlist of IELTS vocabulary which I have created by applying so much effort. So if you would like to learn this advanced vocabulary by using which you can score high in your writing task as well as in your speaking module also. So please go through the videos which are available in this playlist. And I really hope and I really wish that all these videos will definitely become helpful to you. So let's come back to the topic. If I read the statement which is given to us for this particular today's video, then the statement is something like this. In many countries today, insufficient respect is shown to older people. What are the reasons and what problems might it bring to society? As I said earlier, like I always prefer to write four paragraphs for IELTS Task 2. The first one will be your introduction. The second one will be your body paragraph number 2, body paragraph number, sorry, the second paragraph would be body paragraph number 1. The third would be body paragraph number 2. And the last one will be your conclusion. So here also like we are going to follow the same pattern. So first of all, we need to start with writing introduction, and for writing introduction we need to perform two activities, and the first one will be finding keyword. So without wasting any time, let's start keyword hunting. So if I talk about the keyword, then according to me, the keyword within this statement would be older people, right? Or we can say the senior citizen. If I talk about the meaning of this particular statement, it is something like this, that in so many countries or in most of the countries, जो सीनियर सिटीजन्स है उनको उनको जो रिस्पेक्ट मिलती है वो लेस रिस्पेक्ट उनको मिलती है. Okay, what are the reasons for the same? That will the answer of that question will be in your body paragraph number 1, and what problems that trend will produce, the answer of that question will be available in your body paragraph number 2. So as we have discussed, the keyword for this particular statement would be senior citizens. You can write some general statement about the importance of senior citizens within the society and all that things to build up your introduction paragraph, and how or which kind of sentences you can write, that we will see in a minute in the next slides that I am going to share with you guys. Okay, so we have identified the keyword by using which we are going to write a couple of sentences, generalized sentences to build our introduction paragraph. Now, the another activities for for writing introduction paragraph would be writing thesis statement. According to me, friends, like if I talk about the definition or the basic definition of thesis statement, then it would be a statement by which your examiner will know that a candidate will write about this and this thing in his or her further essay. That is what your thesis statement, a very basic definition. It means you need to tell the examiner through that statement that you are going to discuss this and this thing in your essay. So without wasting any time, let's start discussing the thesis statement for this particular statement. So as you can see, friends, there are two questions which has been asked to us, like what are the reasons due to which the less respect is given to senior citizens. So that is one point. And what problems it will produce in the society, that will be the second question. So like basically we need to write the reasons and the problems in our essay of this trend of displaying or showing less respect to the older people. In that case, our thesis statement will become something like this, that plethora of factors are responsible for this unfortunate situation in which the senior citizens are given less respect. It means there are so many reasons are available, and that will also yield means produce, and detrimental means harmful. Okay, So there are so many factors are available of this unfortunate situation which will produce some negative effects on the society. This is the statement which has very much similar meaning of the line which I have written over here. Okay, I have just tried to use some advanced vocab in this particular statement. Okay, and this essay further will elucidate means again the explain, will explain both points means what? The first point is the reasons of this unfortunate situation, and the another point would be the problems that this unfortunate situation will produce in our society. So those 2 points will be discussed in detail in my further essay. So through this statement you have communicated to your examiner that I'm going to write about the reasons why senior citizens are given less respect, and I'm going to write about the problems just because of the less respect given to the senior citizens, what kind of problems will be produced in society. So these two things you are going to elaborate further in your essay that you have already communicated through your thesis statement to your examiner. Right now we have discussed the keyword, we have discussed the thesis statement. It's time to see how introduction paragraph can be developed by using this explanation. Now it's time to discuss the first paragraph, body paragraph number 1, in which we are going to answer the first question which is available into your um, essay statement. And the first question is, what are the reasons of this trend in which senior citizens are given less respect? Okay, so the first point that we can cover into that particular paragraph is less money with senior citizens. Friends, we all know that in this phase of life, most of the senior citizens are retired. They are not having that much of financial stability, or they are not having that much of wealth also in most of the cases. So that is also one reason why they are not given more respect in the society. So that point you can consider in this particular body paragraph number 1. If I talk about the next point, due to which the elderly people are not given proper respect, then it would be their bad health, right? And just because of that reason, also sometimes they are not given enough respect, because the other people have to do work for them, because they are not, to some extent, they are not capable of doing their own work. And just because of that reason, also sometimes they are not given proper respect. So that point also you can cover in your body paragraph number 1. Now the third point, if I talk about the scenario of family, most of our elderly people, or most of our grandparents and grandmothers and all those things, all those individuals have conventional ideology, traditional ideology. They have orthodox ideology. To some extent, they are correct in some context, but as those that particular kind of ideology does not match with the contemporary ideology, or what I can say the modern ideology of the younger members of that family, there are certain conflicts. And just because of that reason also sometimes this senior people of the family are not given enough respect within the family. So that is also one of the reason why elderly people are not given proper respect. Okay, so we have discussed 3 reasons owing to which senior citizens, or owing to which people do not give enough respect to senior citizens within the world. Right now, let's come to the fourth point. Again, this particular point is somehow relevant with the family kind of thing. So in family, sometimes what happen, like the younger members have some unnecessary aspiration of youth within the family, and some, like, although the inputs from the elderly people, inputs from the senior members of the people are correct for their aspiration, for their career and something like that, but as they are, like, as younger members are surrounded by so many negative influence for their career aspiration and something like that, so that also that particular reason also is responsible to some extent, due to which the less respect is given to the elderly members of the family. So these are the 4 points, according to me, which are responsible for this unfortunate trend in which less respect is given to the senior citizen. Now it's time to see, by using this particular 4 points, how we can develop our body paragraph number 1. So let's go for it. Now, as we have discussed the reasons due to which the senior citizens are given less respect. Now, if this situation will remain continue for a longer period of time, then what kind of problems this particular unfortunate situation can bring to the society? The answer of this question would be your body paragraph number 2. If I talk about the first negative outcome of this unfortunate situation, that would be the atmosphere of family will be affected in a negative way. So that is what my first point is. Due to negligence of senior members, the camaraderie means friendship kind of environment between the family members will be reduced or will be affected negatively. Okay, so that is the first problem that we can consider within the society just because of this unfortunate situation. If I talk about the another point, then the another point would be less inputs from older people in family matters, and just because of that reason, sometimes the possibility of taking wrong decisions will be increased. See, if you are not if family members do not provide enough respect to senior members, like one time, two time, like, but after certain limit, senior members will also feel that okay, now they should not give the inputs within the family matters, and just because of that, that mentality being developed in elderly people or family members, slowly and gradually they will stop giving inputs in family matters, and it will increase the possibility of wrong decisions being taken within the family, uh, for the family, for the betterment of family. And this particular trend is also not good, because uh, eventually the more number of wrong decisions will be taken within the family, and it will produce some harmful effect for entire family members. So that is also one of the problems of this unfortunate situation. If I talk about the third point, right, and the third point is something like this: due to trend of abandon, let me write due to trend of abandonment, okay, expenditure of old age homes maintenance will be increased. See, slowly and gradually, like if this kind of trend will remain for a longer period of time, then the senior citizens will start moving to old age homes, and like just because of number of more and more people, they will start moving to those so-called old age home and something like that. The expenditure of maintaining those homes will be increased, right? So that is also the one problem which will be available in the which will be available in the society. So that point also you can consider in your problems paragraph. And the fourth and most important point, according to me, would be the innocent children will not get a chance to spend time with their grandparents. Because, as I have said earlier, this kind of less respect, just because of this kind of less respect, the senior citizens from the family members will start moving to old age home, and just because of that reason, the innocent children of that particular family will not get a chance to spend some quality time with those with their grandparents, grandmothers, and something like that. And just because of that reason, it will impact their comprehensive growth, or what I can say, the comprehensive growth of children will be affected in a long run. Like those, all these 4 points will affect society a lot. Okay, so these are the 4 points which, according to me, we can include in body paragraph number 2 as a problems for the society of this unfortunate situation. Now let's see like how we can develop our body paragraph number 2 by using these 4 points. Let's go for it. Now we have discussed body paragraph number 1, body paragraph number 2. Now it's time to discuss the conclusion. So as I have said earlier, like whenever you need to write conclusion, you need to ask yourself who and what. It means like who can do something for this for solving this particular unfortunate situation and what can be done, right? These are this answer of these two questions can give you general idea of your conclusion. So according to me, uh, the younger generation of family or the younger generation of society and the support from government can solve this problem. Okay, by doing which? Okay, by doing what? It means like if younger generation start giving proper respect, then this situation will be sorted out. If the proper support from the government is going to be received by the senior citizen, then also the problem will be sorted out. So this is what your general idea of the conclusion. And if I reframe this particular general idea of this conclusion, then your conclusion will become something like this. To conclude, though there are manifold, means though there are many negative outcomes of this unfortunate trend, proper respect from younger generation and adequate means proper support or appropriate support from existing government towards senior citizen can make society a better place to live in. It means if younger generation does provide enough support or enough respect, and if in addition to that, if existing government also provide enough support to senior citizens, then all these problems to some extent will be resolved, and it will make eventually a society will be made a better place to live in. So that is what your conclusion. I hope friends you like this explanation, right? And like if you really want to see more and more this kind of videos, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. We will meet next weekend with another topic of this for this IELTS Stars 2. Now it's time to see the entire essay slide by slide, so let's go for it.